Gina. Welcome back to my channel. It is readathon time. That is right. It is time for the Current Readathon, which is a readathon that I am hosting with my friend Brittany. Links to the readathon, her Instagram, the Twitter page, everything will be in the description below. She is on Instagram at Brittany's Book Nook. Again, her link will be in the description below, so definitely go and follow her. We are both probably going to be updating our Instagram stories throughout the course of the readathon with our progress and kind of how things are going. And we will both be manning the Twitter page with sprints. We don't have a set schedule for sprints just because both of us have pretty different schedules and we're both in Central Time Zone, so just keep an eye out on both of our Twitter pages and mostly the readathon Twitter page. That's where most of all of the events will be happening. I might mention on mine if I'm heading over to our Twitter page to host sprints. Most of the sprints will be done in the evenings though because of work schedules. So without further ado, this is my tentative TBR for the Currentathon or Current Readathon, hashtag Currentathon. Be sure to use the hashtag if you're posting TBRs. We'd love to see them. But this is my TBR. Again, it's very tentative. If y'all have been around for a while, you may know I'm not good with TBRs. I always make TBR for readathons and then I almost never stick to them. But the whole purpose of this readathon is to finish books that you are currently reading, and hopefully that can happen. I've planned a fairly thick TBR for this just because I'm really excited and hoping I can finish some of these books. Plus I just looked at my Goodreads. I am 81 books on the year. I'm gonna try to hit 100. It's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna try. I will probably pick up a bunch of graphic novels maybe to try to help that. We'll see what happens, but this will hopefully help. So the first two books that I have on my TBR are actually books that I am reading this week. I'm filming this week before the readathon starts, so I will probably have these done before the readathon begins. If not, they are going to be the first two books that I finish during the readathon, and that is Dragon Keeper by Robin Hobb. I am listening to this on audiobook. Finally back in this world. I had to set this down when I started it just because it was a whole new list of characters from the other series, and I missed my old characters. So I set this down and I finally picked it back up and I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping I will enjoy the later books in the series more just because it's the first book and it's sort of a slow build, and again I missed my other characters. And the other book that I am reading this week, which again if I don't finish will be the first read, is Tree of Treasures by Bonnie McKay. This is basically her sort of memoir-ish book. It's a life in ornaments, so it's just all pictures and descriptions and stories of various ornaments that she owns in her collection of ornaments, and it is lovely. So for the challenges, there are 5 challenges for this readathon. You can do 1, you can do 2, you can do all 5. You don't have to do any, just read some books. That is pretty much the main focus of this readathon. I'm going to try to do the challenges. Again, we'll see what happens. But the first one is pick up a book that you put down over a year ago. I'm not sure when I put this down. I think it was last year. If not, it was definitely the very beginning of this year. And that is Middle School by James Patterson. It's really simple and short and the writing's kind of huge. If it's gonna see, and there's like pictures. There's no reason why I couldn't have finished this other than I set it down and never picked it back up again. So this is definitely high on the list. Hopefully it will happen. The next book is pick up something that you put down this year, and that is Shadowfell by Juliet Marillier. I got this from Sam over at Sam's Nonsense for Christmas last year. Picked it up, started reading it, am loving it. I was also listening to the Ship of Magic series and really into those as I was reading this, and the competing fantasy novels wasn't really working for me, so I set this down and sadly have never picked it back up. I'm not that far into it, but I'm really hoping that will change with this readathon because it's pretty good so far from what I remember. The next challenge is to read a book that you are halfway through. For this I am doing Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote. This is an audiobook that I am listening to on Audible that I started a while ago, and it's only like 3 hours long and I still haven't finished it. Michael C. Hall narrates it, so that is pretty fantastic and it's really good. I just keep not being in the mood for it and not paying attention to it, so I keep setting it down. And the last 2 challenges are finish your current read, the most current read, so the book you are actively reading at this moment in time, and read 5 books. For the current read, it will really depend on what I get to next week. It might end up being Tree of Treasures. It might be one of these that I'm going to show you, but I have 3 more books that I'm going to show you. 2 of them are audiobooks, which I have the physical copies, but I'm listening to them on audiobook, and that is the main reason why I'm choosing them, so that way I can actually read at work as well as physical books at home. So the 2 audiobooks that I am currently reading are Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express and The Disaster Artist, My Life Inside the Room, the greatest bad movie ever made by Greg Stessero and Tom Bissell. Both of these are pretty good. I keep setting them aside. I keep pausing them and not really wanting to go back to them. Hopefully that will change this week. And the last book that I'm going to try to finish as my current read is Neil Patrick Harris's The Magic Misfits. I'm pretty excited to read this. I started it, I only got a chapter in, and it's really cute so far. Again, only a chapter in. I'm not entirely too sure what it's about, but it was Neil Patrick Harris, and I was able to find a signed copy, so yeah, that's all I have for this video. It is going to be an interesting week of reading. I'm hoping I can get through most of these. Hopefully, if you're joining us, let me know in the comments, and if you have a TBR video, I'm going to try to check it out. Thank you for joining us. If you are, it's going to be a fun week. Again, don't forget to follow the Twitter at CURRENTATHON. Use the hashtag CURRENTATHON. Everything can be found over on the Twitter page, and be sure to follow Brittany on Instagram as well. It's going to be a really fun week. I'm excited. I'm so excited for everybody joining. It's gonna be fun. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time.